Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver, and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. Now, I have a question for you. It's very shrimple, actually. It's quite so shrimple as that. I had a very funny moment happen earlier today. I needed to actually write something down. I know, I just heard the audible gasp from here. It's really not that surprising, is it? But I needed to write something down, and I have like a little, I don't know, I use most of them for paintbrushes, but I have one that has some old pens in it, and it's got a couple markers in there too, but this is not a marker job. All of my pens, none of them work, so I've had those pens sitting there for probably about, like, I don't know, 2 years? So I haven't, once in the 2-year period that I've lived here, ever wanted to write something down. And so I never knew that they were broken. I don't know, we're playing Moriko. You ever think about Moriko? We'll do generic perks, that's fine. We'll do Moriko generic perks as like a little treat. You know what? Ithutu, why not? But like, yeah, I can't stop thinking about it. I literally haven't had to, like, obviously I've written things, but that's usually like filling out like a sheet of paper when you're like going to the doctor or something, which admittedly I don't do very often. Probably should do more. But, I literally just needed to write one thing, and now it's spiraled into this adventure. It really has spiraled into this complete and utter mess of an adventure of having to buy pens on Amazon and wait for them to get here tomorrow or the next day. I wasn't paying attention. And so the thing that I needed to write down, it is kind of time sensitive, but like, I don't know. It's like, almost midnight. I'm not gonna go to like a convenience store or like a 24/7 store to get a pen. Seems rather excessive, don't you think? Instead, I will shrimply just, use Amazon. I feel a little bit bad about using Amazon for very trivial things, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I'm only gonna feel bad about it if it's like that Amazon Flex thing. If they deliver it via Amazon Flex, I'm gonna feel bad, because it's like, I have wasted your time. But if it's on the Amazon truck that rolls through here in the morning, I think that's fine. Truck would have been here anyways. It's here like every other day. I see them throwing boxes at people's doorsteps. I know. They got shit to do. They got places to be. I ain't hating. I think it's perfectly justifiable. I would definitely not snitch. Especially if I were at a McDonald's. That shit is so dumb. Like, okay, my dumb conspiracy theory that doesn't matter is that, I don't know, some of the pictures that they've released of the guy, like, okay, here's the thing, right? And we're doing botany first. Here's the thing, okay? That guy, the first images, or at least the first images that I saw of him, looked like him. But then they started releasing other images of him, and it was like a different guy in a different jacket, you know what I mean? Like a different guy in a different jacket. And like the eyebrows thing, man. Like, obviously some of the images are like really low resolution, so how are you gonna tell? But I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm like kind of like losing my mind. That shit sucks. But we're taking the police away anyways to put them on the mansion, I guess. I wasn't really paying attention to where the other mysteries were at. I think there might have been like a hospital mystery or a mansion mystery. We'll do, if there's a mansion mystery that exists, we'll do that one next. I don't know, let's get like an item or something. Let's have some fun, you know? Let's get like a little bit of a build going. You ever think about that? You ever get like a little bit of a build going? Oh, now you show up, huh? You better be in my next game, you piece of crap. Camera pissing me off. Yo, we're loving it. We've got a water bottle and wine bottle. We got a wine bottle, brother. I'll drink that shit once we get to the end of this mystery. Absolutely. Sounds like a great use of my time. God damn it. Now, if we get 3 more of those in a row, then, you know, you're gonna force my hand a little bit, but, you know, hopefully you don't do that. But, like, here's the thing, you know? How dare you? I take my watch off of silent mode once, and then I get a scam text, and then it dings during the World of Horror video. What the hell is wrong with you, you piece of crap? You piece of junk. What the hell is your problem? But, like, it's just... Okay, is it probably the same guy? Yeah, it's probably the same guy. But, like, you also have to admit, he kind of looks like a completely different person. You know what I mean? Like, he does just kind of look... That's what I get for talking shit, I suppose. But he does look like a completely different person. You're not gonna silence me, okay? The woke leech girl moralists are not gonna sense... I can't even finish some of this shit, man. Listen, brother, listen, sister. I try to do bits with a straight face, but it's getting harder and harder these days. Second enemy, Shiro-san. Oh my god. I don't know. It's hard to believe that Mr. Monopoly money is, I get hungry and I want to go to McDonald's, you know, and we don't. God damn it. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Me when I did something and I go to McDonald's afterwards because I'm hungry and then I stop to flirt with the cashier. What the hell, man? What is this shit, dude? Oh. You gotta be careful with some of the banter that you do these days. You really do. That's a little spicy. I think that's a little The village! Oh my god, we actually are going to the village. What the hell? Okay, whatever. You gotta be careful with some of the banter that you do. You really do. You know, the, I can't do the bit, dude. I want to do the bit with a straight face, but I'm already chuckling about it in my mind. It's like you can't do bits anymore because of woke, man. It's true. This is my my grift arc. Give me $80 million, please. Like right now. Thanks. Cool. What do you mean you don't have $80 million? Oh, well, I guess you could like and subscribe instead. You know, that's like equivalent. At least in my opinion. I don't want 2 spells. I don't want 2 spells, dude. Get me out of here. Do we want to rest? Do we want to onsen just to, I don't know, recover a little goddamn hungover in the village vacation? Accidentally stumbling into some eldritch cult killing everybody? Getting wasted in the hotel room while the eldritch cult kills everybody in the village? But they forgot you because you're a tourist? Oh my god. Web admitted. Web is World of Horror tourist, and then that's your clickbait thumbnail quote, and then you'd put like a bunch of red lines or like red arrows pointing towards my profile picture, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where I'm going with this, dude. I don't know where I'm going with this. Get me out of here. Get me out of this goddamn mystery. What the hell is this? I'm rolling 12s left, right, and center. I don't even want this shit, dude. I don't want the gosh darn spiral hoodie. What is your problem? Don't you dare. 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 Thank you. They didn't dare, and I appreciate that from them, genuinely. I don't want any of these things. I don't know. Outdoorsman, I guess? I don't really want to take quick thinking. I don't really care about quick thinking. I mean, I guess we just take perception and we just kind of like live our lives. You ever think about that? I think about that sometimes. Just living my life. Morbid Mermaid's ramen abnormal arms. See, I would have loved to take, like, oh, I don't know, you know, art knowledge, so that when we have 2 school mysteries, we can kind of lock that in. We can do abnormal arms, because we have a couple of things that we can throw. Do I just get rid of, oh, we have cut arm sinew? What the hell? That's not a curse. I mean, it might as, like, it's a curse to my physical well-being, but I think that it's like it's like a pretty bad illness to have, but it can be cured, you know? Like, curses can be removed. You just have to go to a healer. Injuries can be removed. You just have to go to a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying a lot of good and true things tonight. You're all aware. Everybody knows this. I mean, that's the way to do it, bud. That's the way to do it, chat. So, I started playing a very fun, game recently, and that is... I started playing a gacha game. Oh no, another gacha game. I started playing a gacha game that is about dressing up. And I saw, like, a trailer for it on... I don't even know, like, what it was, but it was, like, something on Twitter. It was, like, a video. It was, like, the coziest open world game ever. And it was just this girl, like, flying around and riding a bike and collecting shit, like a collectathon. And I was like, I don't know what this is. And so I thought what I saw what I thought was the name of the game. And I decided to type it up on Steam. But unfortunately, it is not on Steam. It is, however, on Epic Games Store or through the standalone launcher. So I got it through the standalone launcher, and I gotta say, I played it for like 40 minutes. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, I didn't think it would be my thing, but now I'm like, damn, I want this like this like painterly outfit with the cute like paintbrush and paint palette earrings. And it's like, I kind of want that, chat, I do. How much free-to-play currency do I have to grind to get some more gacha rolls, bro? Shit's crazy. It's called, like, Nikki something? It's like I think it's a series. I've seen ads for it before, and then I've also seen, is this item description from Nikki or Dark Souls? And I've played that game, and I got a lot of them wrong, which is very embarrassing, because I've played a lot of Dark Souls before. I hate you with a Gigolo, I hate you with a burning passion. I think that you should die. I mean, I really don't like this, but this is the best way that's gonna go. And we have multiple items that we can throw. I don't know why I did that. Okay, alright, you piece of crap. Alright, buddy, let's go. Oh, that sucks. Ooh. Now, here's the thing. Look at what we can do here. We can do a prep attack, and then we can do a prep. So we can do, that. And then, just when you think that we're cornered in a ventilation shaft, we're gonna do something that all characters in the Alien movies have tried to do, which is shoot the alien in the vent. And it worked for us, so it seems like it's a skill issue for them, buddy. I mean, deft handling is pretty good. You do like to see it. You do like to see it, chat. And I'll take perception. I'll get that perception up to 8. Time skip does suck, but we've mitigated quite a bit of doom. And by that, I mean the amount that we just gained from time skip, but that's not going to stop me from resting. Oh, no, no, no. Not at all. Now, you know, I guess... Oh, I thought that this was a completely different mystery. This is Rancid Ramen. So there's another free mystery that we've got going on here. We did glug glug, don't worry about it. We can take 1 stamina damage, that's fine. Just remember that you're in a safe location right now. Just cruising, just hanging out. We can, no problem, rest 1 to 2 times. And I would prefer to rest twice. And so, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get to the end of this mystery. If we don't get vital clued, we can very much enjoy another nice rest at home before, you know, shutting the place down. Listen, I don't want to lose sanity, but you gotta take your best bet. You gotta take your best bet. Which, by the way, high threat level +1 means 0. Unfortunately, that's real, and that's true. And then you roll a 13, can't be helped. Now, we did gain Doom from that, which is not good, so we're gonna rest anyways, and then it's time to go gambling on the monument. It's not the best, but probably one of the better outcomes that you could have gotten. Maybe, just maybe, I should do, it's a all-lose situation. Sanity, stamina, Doom. You don't really want to do any of those things, you know? You don't really want, like, ooh, glug glug is gone. No more glug glug. Sad day of affairs. Very sad day of affairs, but only 1 mystery left, and we should level up rather soon. And if we do that, maybe to a enemy, we can maybe have a little art knowledge to mitigate some of the damage that we're about to take. 20 is pretty, like, you know, we're gonna take 2 to all, which is not good. You do not want to take 2 to all, but then you're killing him. You're taking half of his damage once, and then he's dead. It's a nice little EXP bonus for me and you. There's enough EXP to go around. Now, while we're waiting for Homeboy here, I am going to take Art Knowledge, I think. Holy crap. You love to see that. And then, you know, we're not making it to 8 Strength. We're not making it to 8 Knowledge. So, I guess just give me the Stamina. It's a little bit backwards, because you would think, like, maybe you'd want to take, like, Daddy's Girl, and then get, like, Perception or something. But we're not taking Art Knowledge for the Perception. We're taking Art Knowledge for the event that we might get, which I know is, like, inherently pretty risky, but I'm okay with that. School's doomed, by the way, right? Or is that the, whatchamacallit? Doesn't matter, I'm resting. I am resting twice. I don't care. It's a little awful, but I'm pretty sure the OG optimal choice Andy guide for Harbinger of Doom, I'm pretty sure that was like you only want to rest like twice a run or something. Okay, no, this is fine. Although, you know what? Best practices, I have no idea if this does anything. I have not done any experimenting at all. Let's make the seaside from doomed to high threat level. Just for my safety. Now, do we care about this fight? And the answer is, I kind of want to fight him, but here's the deal. We don't really want to tempt fate. I would rather take extra damage from the final boss instead of lose my stamina here now, because what if we have a strength, dex, knowledge jamboree, huh? You know what video I watched. You absolutely know what video I watched. I'm just saying, if all the stat checks are there, they're having a little party? Talking about wall bouncing? Collision, maybe? We're gonna need that stamina. We can't have the mermaid man chop off half of our stamina or more. That's not a winning combination. And well, if it isn't 3 of them, so we're completely fine. Actually, yeah, we're completely fine. We're taking -6, -5. You know, I've been thinking about, I don't know, I want some game to, like, be consumed by, because the problem with Limbus Company was that, and I know what you're gonna say, Lobotomy Corp, Library of Runia. And it's like, I am playing those games gradually. Well, actually, that's not true. I'm playing Lobotomy Corporation. I'm not playing Runia yet, because Runia spoils the ending of Lobotomy Corporation, and Leviathan spoils the ending of Runia. So, you know, I kind of need to go in an order here if I care about the story, which I do really like the story so far. I think the city is a very interesting place. But the thing about it, right? The thing about it is Lobotomy Corporation is not gotten its hooks in me. I'm sorry. Maybe like, it did just get interesting because I was reading something and I forgot to pause the game, and when I unpaused, one of my pawns was dead, and I have no idea why. I have no idea what killed them. I don't know what enclosure they went into. That was a really good moment. I literally have no idea what killed them. There was no meltdown. They were just left alone in some enclosure, and something got them. Which is brilliant. But it's just, even that, it didn't quite grab me. And I know that I'm in the gauntlet, you know? I'm gonna rest for some reason. Do we have Innsmouth look? No, I don't know why I'm resting. We're fine. Do I have anything that can kill us? No. We're good. We're good. Just climb. Just put the lighthouse in the bag, Takahashi, please. Oh no, it's Takashi-san, right? Is it Takashi or Takahashi? I always get him confused with Aiko's last name. I think it's Aiko Takahashi, right? And it's Takashi-san? I don't know. Anyways, I do remember that that's Shiro-san. There's one san that I remember here. And you're correct. Oh, we have a light source! Absolutely. Our +1 perception. Where do you think that came from? I don't know. Do you just want to, like... I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like, even if he hit me, which he didn't, it wouldn't kill me. Because I'm just goated like that, you know? But I really want a game to just kind of, like, grab me, and then I play it for, like, 80 hours until the sun rises, you know? And that was Limbus Company. But then, you know, I'm caught up, so I could, like, relive some of the action by going into, like, a mirror dungeon or hard or something, but... Or doing Refraction Railway, I guess, but... I don't know, I just haven't had the energy to do that yet. So, I've been looking, I've been on the prowl, you know? And right now I'm looking at Path of Exile 2, which is really weird, because I've never played Path of Exile 1, and I still need to do the Grim Dawn DLC. So, maybe I'm the worst person possible, especially because it seems like these games, Path of Exile 2 and Path of Exile 1, they're, like, meant to be, like, played together, because the microtransactions that you buy between the games carry over between them, you know what I mean? So, it's a little bit, but, like, I don't know, it just looks peak. And then they did, like, an early access thing, where the game's in early access right now, but they did this, like, release or, like, launch trailer or whatever, and it's like, here's all the systems of the game. And it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on, and they never goddamn stop. You know, it's like they get to the end game content, and you're like, alright, it's an early access I don't know, it has the MMO tag on Steam, so, you know, kill me, but in the process, when you're mad at me saying that, and then you're in the process of killing me, I don't know, just, you know, deal with the Steam tags as well. Don't let them get off scot-free. I'm just an innocent bystander reading what I'm seeing on the screen. But, like, you know, I'm watching this video, and it's just like, they just keep going on and on and on about these dumb systems, and it's like, I don't know, that's kind of goated. It's like, first they're like, okay, you know, you can do these Ascension trials, and it's like, oh, but there's the Eldritch Insanity Mist, and it's like, that can cover the maps, so the maps are harder, and then it's like, oh yeah, but we have this, like, spooky tower, and there are different factions that want to get in the tower, and they all have a key, so you gotta kill the lieutenants for the key fragments, and you gotta kill the boss of the faction so that you can go into the tower. And it's like, it just keeps going on and on and on. It's like, there's too many goddamn systems for an early access game. But that's kind of peak, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of like goated, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like amazing, if you catch my drift. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy into it or not. But anyways, thanks for watching, stay safe out there, have a good one, bye.